Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Kick channels. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow. All those channel links should be on the About section or description below. Yada yada. Look for it and subscribe there too. Alright, let's get to another episode of Boot.Dev, learning to code in Python. So, let's see our leaderboard stats. I am 4th in league. Out of daily learners, I am position 9 of 29 league members, and top global leaders, top daily learners, you are in position 3799. Holy shit, look at all these nerds. Anyways, go to dashboard. We are on practice, so we basically finished all the chapters. We just need to do practice on everything we should have learned, and then quiz. Alright. Number sum. In this chapter, we are going to hammer down on the concept we've learned by running through a bunch of practice problems without introducing any new concepts. Alright. Complete the number sum function. It should add up all numbers from 1 to n and return the result. If n is less than 1, return 0, for example. Remember that range will not include the last number. For I, no. Let's see. It should add up all the numbers from 1 to n and return the result. So yeah, for I and n, it should add up to all numbers. Range, actually. Zero to end? No, 0 to n. What is n? Unknown. Alright, remember that range will not include the last number. So let's actually just fucking help me. Ah shit, help me begin. Since it is practice. It says, "Greeting, apprentice. I would be happy to help you get your bearings on the task. To sum up the numbers, you'll need a way to keep track of the running total as you iterate through your range. Think about these 3 steps. Initialize. Before the loop starts, how can you create a variable to hold the sum and set it to a starting value?" Pevin Commando. Hi, what up? Let's see. Hold the sum. Okay. Sum. Shit. Nope. accumulate inside the loop. How can you add the current value of I to that sum variable? Finalize. After the loop finishes, how do you send that total value back to the caller? One more thing to consider. If n is 5, the range 0 to 5 only goes up to 4. How might you adjust your range? Arguments so that the loop includes the number n itself. N plus 1. N plus 1. Shit. Nope. There we go. Wait, the starting value says before the loop starts, how can you create a variable to hold the sum? Number sum 5. Complete the number sum function, okay? It should add up all the numbers from 1 to n and return the result. Okay, let's see. For if n is less than, oh shit, if n space is less than 1, return 0. Okay. Remember that range will not include the last number. Okay, complete the number sum function. It should add up all the numbers from 1 to n. For I in range 0 and initialize. Before the loops, how can you create a variable to hold the sum and set it to a starting value? Finalize. After the loop finishes, how do you send the total value back to the caller? Total value. Oh, you were still messaging. You said, so are you learning with no one watching? It's only me? Sum plus equals 1. Anyway, bye. Catch you later. I have left a like. Bye. Sweet. Alright, starting value. Plus equal 1. Alright. It's expecting found plus no. Hmm. Line 3. Says line 3. Total value equals. For I in range 0 to n plus 1. If n is less than 1, return 0. Hmm. Total value equals. Alright. Help. It looks like you've run into syntax error because the total value equals is incomplete. Python is expecting value there to finish the assignment. Regarding your logic, I see you are thinking about the case where n is less than 1. However, check if n less than 1 inside the loop might not work as expected because n is 0. The loop might not even run. Hmm. Consider this approach. Simplify a variable. You probably only need one variable to keep track of the sum. Total equals 0. Alright. Order of operations. What if you checked if n is less than 1 at the very beginning of the function before you even start the loop? So like right here. If n, okay, tab, for I in range 0 n plus 1, I think I need to have return down here, return 0. For I, okay, so if n is less than 1, return 0. For I in range 0, n plus 1. The accumulation inside the loop, you want to update your total in Python. You can add a value to the variable like this. Score equals 0, score equals score plus 10, or the shorthand, score plus equals. Inputs 3, expected 6, actual 4, fell. Inputs 5, 15, 6, fell. Hmm. Um, help me again. I see you've got the structure down. You're correctly checking the edge case, initializing a total, and returning it at the end. I can also see from the output in your code is running, but the actual result is smaller than expected result. Take a close look at the line inside your loop. Total plus equals 1. Currently, for every iteration of the loop, you are adding 1 to the total. This means that the loop runs 5 times. Your total will be 5. The total needs to add up the numbers themselves. So, I plus 1, I, run, submit. Alright, there we go. Yeah! If n is less than 1, return 0. For I in range 0 and plus 1, total plus equals I. Not 1. Return the total. Okay. Get a little drink. Find min. In this problem, you'll need a way to represent the largest possible number, infinity. In Python, you can use this constant to represent positive infinity. My infinity equals float infinity in quotes. Assignment: write a function called find min that finds the smallest number in the list if the list is empty. Return float inf, for example. Find min 1 3 negative 1 that negative 1. Find min. Okay, it says do not use the built-in min function. Tips: create a variable to store the smallest number so far. Smallest equals start with float inf, which is the largest possible number. float float parentheses quote inf. Okay. Alright, next. Iterate over the numbers in the list. Okay. Iterate over the numbers in the list. If the current number is less than the smallest number so far, update the smallest number so far to the current number. If I is less than the smallest number, is less than smallest so far, update the smallest number so far to the current number. Smallest number so far plus fucking I? No? So, and then return smallest number so far after the loop completes. Return Zero pass failed. Iterate over numbers in the list. So is this the list or do I have to make a list? I think I have to make a list. It create a variable to store the smallest number so far. Start with float inf, which is the largest possible inf. I'll ask Boots. Do I need to create a list? Okay, no list needed. Your function should keep just one best so far number, not collect all numbers. The issue is in this line, small so far plus I. That adds values, but it doesn't update the variable. A few questions to nudge you. When you find a small number, should you add it or store it? Which operator assigns a new value to a variable? What should small so far become when I is smaller? When status updated, update is fixed, the loop can keep track of the minimum without. Alright, if I is less than smallest so far, smallest so far equals I. Alright. Haha. Son of a bitch, I should have just fucking reread this part. If I is less than smallest number, smallest so far should be I. Thanks to this question right here. When you find a smaller number, should you add it? Or no, actually, this one right here. What should the smallest so far become when I is smaller? That solved everything right there. That question right there. Remove non-integers. Let's see, how many? 9. Okay. There's 9 practice. Remove non-integers. The built-in type function can be used to get the type of a variable. For example, type 1 equals excuse me, int equals true, type string true, float, type int false. Okay. Complete the remove non-ints function. It takes a list and returns a new list, but with all the non-integer types removed. New list equals remove. Okay. Remove non-int nums. Okay, print new list. So I need to do the remove. Okay. Nums is a list, right? Nums. Do not change the input nums list. Return a new list with only the integers. For I. Fuck. List deletion in Python. Alright, so heroes, delete heroes 1. Deleting a slice of elements. Delete heroes 1, 3. Deleting all elements. Uh, let's just ask for help. So we're gonna return the new list for sure. Oh, how should I splice? Should I splice before I delete? You don't need to delete from nums at all. Since the lesson says to return a new list, the safest pattern is create an empty list, okay, loop through the nums, check each item's type, add only the integers to the new list. Why avoid deleting, removing items from a list? You iterate can skip elements. It's cleaner here to filter, not mutate. Good question to ask yourself. If nums contains true, should that count as an integer here? Alright, so I create that empty list. Loop through the nums for I. If I can I put if type If type in nums e- equals let's see, complete the removed on ints. It takes a list, returns a new list, but with all the non-integer types removed. Okay, so it just wants the integer. New list dot append. Append I. Right. Return new list. Run. No. Uh, if I and none. You're close in spirit, but the condition is off. A few hints. Type nums equals int is asking for the type of Boolean expression, not the type of each item. Okay. In is for checking members. About this. Append. Hmm. Input true, false. Nope. Alright. Check for membership in a list, string, or other container. Now for comparing value to type. If you probably want to compare the item to directly to int. Also, there's a small typo in your pin call. What now? What Mao? If you Socratic checks, what does I in nums equals int mean in Python? It's not is I and int. In Python, equals compares values dot membership. Try writing the condition in the form the type I is int. For I in nums, if I is int, try adding the condition form the type I is int. One more important clue: false and true are tricky here because they're not supposed to count as integers for this lesson. So your check needs to exclude them too, which the plain type u equals int approach handles. Okay. Okay. Some put type uh, fucking I equals shit. All right, you're very close. The key issue is that type I equals int is being calculated, but the result is not used anywhere. Python will just throw away unless it's part of an if condition. How about if type in parentheses back is int. All right, sweet. I didn't even need to read the rest of it. All right. For I in nums, okay, there's a new list. If type I is int, new list dot append. Now, right, let's see. Cause it was Boots that gave me the fucking the clue. Right here. Also, I is int is not the right comparison here. Is checks whether two things are the exact same, not whether I is an integer. Okay, wait. What was the previous one? Right here. Try writing the condition in the form the type of I is int. This helped me actually fucking just put is int. If I is int. And then the type fucking examples did not fucking show me a way to like implement this in a loop. If type I is int, like yeah, I don't see that here as an example at all, or down here. I never seen this type used in this. At least I don't think I did. Alright, hello. Type is one of the few instances in Python where the operator is safe to use instead of equals. So your solution is correct. Yep. I'm just trying to figure out like how they implemented the fucking lesson or the practice, whatever, into for me to be able to figure it out. I wouldn't have been able to figure out. I would have been going through the spell book or the previous lessons for like half an hour if I didn't have their AI to fucking give me hints. Alright, factorial. A factorial is a product multiplication result of all positive integers less than or equal to a given number. It says be careful with the operator is for other things. It can byte prefer operator equals. A factorial, okay. Y 1 naught equals 1. 1 naught equals 1 equals 1. What is this? Factorial. Okay, so that does not mean not. A factorial is a product multiplication result of all positive integers less than or equal to the given number. So 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, stuff like that. No. Um, 1 factorial equals 1 equals 1. So 2 factorial equals 2 times 1 equals 2. 3 times 2 times 1. So it just 3 times the next lowest number times the next lowest number. 4 factorial equals 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24. Alright, 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. And yeah. 5 factorial is 5 times 4, which is 20. 20 times 3 is 60. 60 times 2 is 120. There's also a special case for 0. 0 factorial equals 1. It's just 1 by definition of the fancy math folks' ivory tower types. Excuse me. Complete the factorial function. It should return the factorial of a given number. In mathematics, the exclamation point symbol denotes a factorial but is not a valid Python factorial operator. Use a loop and multiplication to compute the proper result. So I have to define factorial of a number. Okay. Let's see how I'm gonna start this bitch. Alright, complete the factorial function. Has to be a loop. Okay. Now do I use a for loop? Okay, use a loop in okay. Yep, for loop. For factorial of num. Num is not a list, right? Whatever. I shit. Nope, nope. I'm not doing this right. Num isn't a list but an ordinary integer value. You're gonna need range to create something to iterate with. Range fucking 0 to none. No. For the range of fucking 0 and no. I'm gonna have to define something though, right? Because what am I returning? Definition of factorial num. For I in range 0 to no. So you're saying like num plus uno. Shit. Let's see. Let's see. I times do I have to put like define like create a variable factorial equals fucking num no shit, maybe put it into the loop. Factorial equals I times fucking I times shit, I don't know what to do. You need to an accumulator variable to keep track of the sum. Shit, counter. No. I don't know if I'm on the right track. Okay. Let's see what it tells me. It says you're close, but the counter is tracking the wrong thing. A factorial is a product, so inside the loop you want to multiply, okay? Not add. Also, hmm. Okay, so inside the loop you want to multiply, not add. Also, starting at 0 is risky here because anything multiplied by 0 stays 0. Try thinking. So try thinking through the questions. What value should your running total start at so multiplication works? Should the loop begin at 0 or 1? 1, okay. After the loop, what should the function return? Okay, return fucking... For example, 4 factorial should be built like this. Start with 1, multiplied by 1, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 3, multiplied by 4. If you want, I can help you rewrite your loop one step at a time. Uh, Alright, okay. Counter equals counter times 1. Never changes the value. What should it multiply instead? Your loop uses the ranged num plus 1, which starts as 0. Do you want 0 included in your factorial? So, let's fucking do 1. Shit. Start at 1. Hate it when I do that. Num plus 1. After the loop finishes, what value should the function send back? One passed, one failed. Hooray. So the input 0 expect. Okay, that one passed. Expect 24, actual 4. Can I like put a comma? I times 1. Can I put I minus 1 times 1? Fuck. Alright, what are you saying? Okay, it's a multiplication operation, starts with value 1. You can start the range at 2, range 2, num plus 1, because the counter already starts at 1. The counter accumulates each multiplication, so its counter times equals I. Ah. I forgot that you could do this. How? No, wait. Right here, right? No. Oh. Ah! What? What? I just needed that one fucking. All right. Thanks AI and thanks Blastoderm. Thanks for your help, man. Or a woman. What are you? You don't know nowadays. Oh shit! Dropped my beer. Oh, well, I'll be back. One moment. I must clean my mess. I got a little overexcited, overstimulated. I'll be back. Don't worry, I'm still here. I just gotta go. Ooh, fuck. Liquids and electronics do not mix well. I mean, it does have alcohol in it, so I don't think it's as bad, right? As other drinks. All right. On my way back. Oh, on my way back. All right. Commercial break is over. All right, I'm back. I dropped my beer. Drinking Voodoo Ranger. Thanks to fucking Burnt Peanut for getting me on it. This one is the Juicy Haze IPA. 7.5% by volume. All right. Thanks, man. All right, continue. Lesson 5, area sum. Okay, area sum. The area of a rectangle is calculated by multiplying the height and the width, okay? For example, the area is length times width. I already know that shit. Height times whatever. Length times width. 3 times 5 is 15. Got it. Complete the area sum function. It accepts a list of rectangles. Each rectangle is a dictionary that has the following structure. Height 5, width. It should calculate the area of each rectangle and return the sum of all areas. Alright. That's what I'm gonna name it. So area / sum equals okay. Wait, but how do you extract the fucking dictionary? Complete the area sum function. It accepts a list of rectangles. How do you accept it? Extract the fucking dictionary fucking items. Like this. Width. Area equals and I have to put the fucking quotes, right? What the fuck? Height. But will it give me 5? Will it give me like whatever 5 is? Height. Height, times fucking... God damn it. Okay. And width. Nope. There we go. Nope. Can't multiply sequence by non-int. Okay. There are many dictionaries within rectangles. It's inside the loop. W equals rectangles with. Ah. Okay, so. You're saying with parentheses? Nope. Ah. And then. W equals, okay, and then I'm just gonna put W times or whatever. Whatever. Instead of length, it's gonna be height. Rectangle is the list. Fucking width. DTH. Nope. Rectangle is not defined. Did I misspell it? Rectangles. Okay, run. Nope, nothing. This indices must be integers or slices, not string. Okay. Alright, area under slash sum is your accumulator and starts as 0. Let's see, for I rectangles. Okay. Equals W times fucking H. Nope. For rect in rectangles. Okay. For rect in rectangles, not an if statement or anything, right? Nope, I don't know what the variable is about. Says you're very close, but the rectangles is a list, not a single dictionary. Okay, a few questions to nudge. If rectangles is a list of rectangle dictionaries, what should you loop over inside? Inside the loop, you should use rectangles height or rect height. Do you want to overwrite the total each time or add the rectangle's area into it? If rectangles is a list, okay. I don't need this shit, do I? Ah! Wait, I'm supposed to use... whatever. Fucking... height and width. Hmm. Hmm. One of them failed. Pass. Fail. Fail. This one passed. This one passed. This one passed. But it's just saying 5 skipped. Oh shit! Ah! Okay. All right. Um. Yeah, it really helped. You telling me to change the I to rect. Should I have changed it to? Nah. Anyways. Alright, so for the rect in rectangles, area equals plus equals rect height times rect. Okay, so it's the height times the width, the area sum, looping over all the rectangles? Complete the area sum function. It accepts a list of rectangles where each rectangle in the dictionary that has the following structure. It should calculate the area of each rectangle and return the sum of all the areas. Oh, okay. So yeah, I did need the plus there. I needed plus there. Hmm. So it goes through all the fucking rectangles in this fucking list. For rect in rectangles, area sum plus equals rect height. Okay. I know I'm gonna forget how to do it, but fucking whatever. Practice makes amateur turn to slightly better. Ah, mediocre. All right, list division. Remember in Python you can divide two numerals using the forward slash operator. For example, print 6 divided by 2 is 3.0. Okay. You can also iterate over each item in a list using a for in loop. For example, numbers equals this list of numbers. For num in numbers, print num. So 17321 in order. Okay. Complete the divide list, num's divisor. It takes a list and a number as input. Okay. And should return a new list that contains all the elements of the original list after dividing them by the second input. Okay, list one equals God damn it. Nums fucking Yeah, obviously that doesn't do nothing. Uh, am I starting off right? You're close in spirit, but that line is a snag. Nums is a list, and Python can't divide a whole list by an integer. You need to make a new list, go through each number in nums, divide each number by the divisor. Uh, okay. Okay, go through each number in nums. Num divided by fucking divisor. Put each result into the new list. New underslash list. Is it append? Fucking num. Uh, do I return the new list? No. A couple of questions to guide you. What loop lets you visit each item in the list? Inside that loop, where would you store the dividend divided result? When should you return the new list? Once per item or after the loop finishes? Once per item. Oh, this shit's in the loop. Okay. How did I get this one wrong? Um. Uh. No. You're very close. The issue is this line. Okay, that calculates a result, but you don't save it anywhere. Then you append the original num. So can I do this? Am I able to do this? Yeah? I did not know you could do that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Experiment. Okay, for num and nums, new list dot append, and you could actually do math within the append, the parentheses and the append. I did not know that. All right. Oh, my bad for not looking at your chat. divided by the divisor. Append the division result. Append num divided by. Ah! When was this? 153? Yeah, you. Yeah. I'm trying to kind of figure it out on my own or use the fucking AI to like kind of hint me. I'm not actually trying to get the direct answers, but at least I could we could check each other. All right. Join strings. Remember in Python the plus operator can be used to concatenate or smush things together. For example, print hello plus open quotes plus world hello world author Tolkien message equals the plus world never deserved plus author. Print message the world never deserved token. Okay. Complete the join string functions. It takes a list of strings and returns a new single string. New string is the concatenation of all the input strings from the list end to end in order with a comma between them. The list is empty. Return an empty string. For example, string list equals Annie. Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Rainier, Berthel. This sounds familiar. This is from an anime, isn't it? Join string equals join strings string list. Print join string Annie, Rainier, Berthel. String list Aaron, Mik. Yeah, they are from. They're from fucking Attack on Titan. Aaron, Mikasa, Armin. These three definitely they're like the main characters. Okay. Annie, the fucking the female Titan. Reiner is the fucking armor Titan, and Berthold is the colossal Titan. Aaron is the I forgot what's his name. The founding Titan. Mikasa is just his fucking fanboy or fangirl. Armin takes Berthold's fucking power. Anyways, join string equals join string string list. Print join string Aaron, Mikasa, and Armin. Do not use the built-in join method. We're trying to learn how this works manually. You shouldn't have commas at the beginning or end of the final string. Remember, you can use negative indexes. Okay. It takes a list of strings. Okay, and wait, is this is unknown, but it should be a list, right? Returns a new single string. Um, okay. Oh, it's gonna return empty string. It takes a list of strings and returns a new single string. The new string is the concatenation of all the input strings from list n to and in order with a comma between them. If the list is empty, return an empty string. Okay. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Fuck. Alright. Ah. Alright, the goal is to build up a single string by walking through the list one at a time. Okay, think about what you need before the loop even begins. What variable would you use to accumulate the result as you go? Uh, so do we need a counter? What kind of loop would let you visit each string in the list? I'm gonna need a new list, right? Um, okay, I'm gonna look at your shit. Super easy, just add a comma to each string, then return with the string without the last character which contains a comma. Start with your accumulator variable. In this case, it starts with um, it's not about removing, it's about iterating over the list of strings and append a comma at the end of each one. You'll return one string, not a list. So is it literally like they're doing right here? Okay, so I don't need a new list. So I'm literally gonna just fucking do this. Minus the fucking that. And then delete this shit. Join string, join strings, strings. No. Yeah. Alright, it takes a list of string and returns a new single string. The new string is the concatenation of all the input strings from the list to list. Nope. Okay, I'm not. Alright, you receive a list of strings and convert that into one single string containing commas. Accumulator is join string equals. That is an empty string. In Python, the operator plus can be used to concatenate strings together. Join strings plus equal string. Oh, wait. Do I put it here? No. Let's untangle a few things. The function join string receives a list of strings. Parameter, you don't need to create a new list inside it. The list is already there for you to loop over. So, fucking. Nope. No. The function joins strings receives a list of strings parameter. Here's what you actually need. One empty string to accumulate the results into. Okay, so that's what I need there. Like you said before. Okay. One empty string. A loop that goes through each item in strings. Um, for string in strings, right? Okay. What do you add to join here? Uh, this shit right here. So, uh, no. Return joined. The key question inside the loop, what should you add to joined on each iteration? Keep in mind the items need a comma between them. No. Alright, it says don't call join strings inside of itself. That causes infinite recursion. The function keeps calling itself forever. You're already looping over the list. You don't need to call the function again. Alright, so 2. You just need to add the current string and a comma. Okay. String plus a fucking comma. That's the whole loop body. Give that a try, run it, then think about what the tip in the lesson says about the comma at the end of the result. With a comma between them. If the list is empty, return. If fucking joined. Is empty a fucking. I don't think that's gonna fucking work. Nope. The if statement has syntax issues. Nope. If joined equals. What the fuck? Do you even need that if check? Think about what happens when a string is empty. The loop never runs, so join says that. No? Also, the bigger remaining problem after the loop joined will have the trailing comma hello world. The lesson hints at you using a negative index to strip it. How would you use? Yeah, I'm overcomplicating shit. Let's see what you. In Python operator, okay, joined underslash string plus equals string plus. It's the same model like the past exercises. Start with an accumulator variable which will be returned by the function, then iterate over the received list. Accumulator variable starts with initial value. In this case, the initial value is an empty string. Join plus equals string. Return joined minus 1. That was it? Okay, I'm still not getting this shit. Remember in Python the plus operator can be used as concatenative, alright? Strings together, okay. So the assignment is join the strings function. It takes a list, okay? So I don't think it went over just one string as a list on any of the chapters for or lessons for the lists. I don't remember seeing just this. Yeah, I only saw shit like this or remember stuff like that, like multiple. But I didn't see anything with just one string in a list. Whatever. For string in strings, okay, so that's just any variable I name. In strings, it's looking at that. Whatever the input is in, and then it checks whatever's in here. Joined is this fucking whatever string list, whatever list of one. Plus equals string plus the list at just adding a comma. Returned, joined. The colon minus one, what is that? Alright. What does this do? Okay, so all tests passing, well done. Joined uses the negative index to slice the string. In Python, slicing works like this. Some string start to end, so it goes to the end minus 1, so stops short of 1. When you omit start, it defaults to the beginning. When end is -1, it means stop one character before the end, so that returns everything except the last character. In your case, after loop joined, it looked like hello, comma, world, comma. Oh, because it continues adding a fucking comma after every string input. There's a trailing comma slicing with colon -1 in brackets. Chops the last comma off, giving you hello world. Text equals hello world. Print text that hello world. Print text. Two characters removed. It also handles the empty list case neatly. So, quote that returns that. Start end. Okay, I knew that. And then if there's another colon, it's like the step. I just can't put two and two together. I still don't understand how it all fucking works together. I'm gonna do horribly on the test. On the Boot.Dev test. Unit test. If you end up working as a programmer, you'll spend a lot of time writing your own unit tests. So far, we've provided unit tests for you, but it's useful to know how they work. When you're doing your own testing, you'll usually use a library for writing and running tests. For example, in Python, PyTest and unit tests are quite popular. But it's also okay to write tests from scratch sometimes. We do that on Boot.Dev so that the tests integrate nicely with our online environment. That's what main_test.py file is. This one. Custom test harness that we've written for each of your lessons. Assignment. Let's flip the script. In main.py, so this one, you'll find a read-only. Okay, so all this is read-only. Almost correct function called average luck boost. Average luck boost. It's used in Fantasy Quest to calculate the average luck boost granted to a party of players when they defeat a boss to determine the loot that they receive. It can be used like this. Luck _boosts equals 5, 3, 10 The average boost. Where's the average boost? Okay, whatever. The average boost equals average luck boost, print average boost. Alright, run the tests. Notice that they all pass, but there's a problem. Some odd behavior isn't covered by the existing test cases. What happens if no party member has luck boost? The function will try to divide by 0, i.e. the length of the input list, and crash the program. Luck under slash boost equals, alright, that's a new list. Average under slash boost equals average luck boost luck boosts. Alright. Zero division error. What we want uh what we want this function to do if the input list is empty is to return 0.0. Oh shit. 2:30 in the morning. Add a test case in the list in test under slash cases dot py. Test cases dot py. Alright. To check for this behavior. So I need to add a test case. Add an object to the list of run cases here with luck under slash boot set to an empty list and expected average set to 0. So where do I add it though? Expected average set to 0. So I'm just gonna add an object to the list of run cases. Do I just add another like squiggly brackets and like this shit right here, or do I add like luck boost, empty list, fucking add an object to the list of run cases? Alright, so this and this is a list. So am I gonna fucking with luck boost set to an empty list? Okay, like this. An expected average. No. So I think, yeah, copy, fucking enter, control V. Fucking add it, just add another one, I guess. Luck boost. Add an object to the list of run cases with luck boost set to an empty list. No, I'm not supposed to do that. Should I just put it at the end? luck boost, fucking empty string. And then fucking add an object to the list of run cases with luck boosts set to an empty list and expected average. No, I don't do this. So I do something like this. Copy, and let's just fucking enter. Control V, luck boost to an empty list. And I expected value to fucking 0 and 0. Like that. One failed, one expected. Submit. Oh! Ah! Fucking overcomplicating shit every single time. I need a drink. I'm gonna take these instructions more literally. Because every single time, dude, I've been doing this in every live stream, every fucking chapter, almost every lesson that's like taking me more than 10 minutes to do is because I'm not fucking taking it literally. I ask questions in my head like, wait, does it mean this or this? Do I have to do this or this? And then I have to use fucking Boots or the AI to fucking tell me like, no, don't do that. You don't need to do this. No, don't do that. Yes, you could do that. You're on the right track and shit. Second guess myself and overcomplicate. Fix a failing wait, how much time have I been streaming for? Shit, almost 2 hours. 1 hour and 55 minutes. Alright, last one. Last one, fuck it. Let me read some of your comments. Okay, so return string, but last character which is shrunk. Just like empty string in slide start and the end value exclusive. That's from the one before I just did. Okay. It's asking you to add a new case with the existing run cases dict. List of dicks, I mean. Dicks. Dicts. Dictionaries. The case is for an empty list which expects a 0.0. So luck boost blank expected average. Okay. You can place your new case anywhere within the list. Thank you for following Blasoderm. The new merch. Yeah, the merch store is not even up and running. It's just gonna keep on fucking saying that. I don't have a following yet, or not a steady following. All right, fix the filling test. We have a filling case for the average luck boost function, right there. When an empty list is passed to the function, it should return 0.0. Instead, it tries to divide by 0 and crashes. Where? Oh, right there. Let's update average luck boosts so that all tests pass. Again, some programs like to work this way. It's called test-driven development, or TDD. 1. Stub out a function. Let me just 4 passed, 1 failed. So it's saying this passes, this passes, this passes, this passes. Party luck boost, cause 0 division error, division by 0. Alright. So the total can't be 0. Do I just add 0.0? That's another thing. I keep forgetting to run it first, and then it will give me that fucking error message that I could fucking try to guess what to do with. No. Okay. So no. Uh, Stub out the function write test that expect the correct behavior, run the test they should fail, write the function, and keep updating it until it passes the test. TDD is sometimes a controversial topic, and we won't dive into that here, but we will give you guys much more practice with writing tests in later courses. So here's the assignment. Fix average luck boost function in main.py. Okay. All right. At the beginning of the function, check if luck boost is an empty list. Um, Test luck boost list int except as error. Luck boost, the last one. So this is from like the last one. Okay. So if I would have gone forward, and would have been able to copy that. Okay. All right. Check if it's an empty list. If so, just return 0.0 to avoid a divided by 0 error. Um, for boost in luck boost, total plus equals boost. Ah, shit. What do I do? Fucking print it first? You can place that as the first thing within the function. Luck boost return. If not luck boosts. No, wait. At the very beginning? But what does that do? If not, if. Fucking return. 0.0. Oops. Oh wait, let's move this over here. Enter. That's all you do, but if not luck boost, what does this do though? Submit it. Alright, it's correct. I believe you. Not falsely turns it to true. Alright, Python treats empty list as something false. Not false returns it to true. But how does that match with the assignment instruction? Fix the average luck boost function. At the beginning of the function, check luck boost is an empty list. So if not, luck boost. If not, so If false, return 0.0. Well, if is, if not. So if not, if it's not. Shit! I'm confusing myself. Let's see what Boot says. What did this actually do? Control V. Ah! Fuck. In Python, if not luck boost is a shorthand way to check if a list is empty. If not, and then this whatever's in that parentheses. If not, luck boost. To understand why it works, we have to look at truthy and falsy. Okay, so not false. You were literally saying falsy in chat. Okay. To understand why it works, we have to look at truthy and falsy values. In Python, empty sequences like empty lists, alright, empty strings or empty dictionaries are considered false when evaluated in Boolean context. Okay. Here is how that line breaks down. Luck boost is the list, alright. If the list is empty, Python evaluates it as false. The not keyword flips the value, so not false becomes true. Okay, just like you said. Since the condition is now true, the code inside if block runs and it returns 0. Okay. So if this ends up being true, then return this. If the list has items in it, like 5 or 3, Python evaluates it true. Not true becomes false. So if block is skipped and then proceeds to calculate the average normally, this. It is a more Pythonic version of writing if the length of luck boost equals 0, return .00. Both achieve the same goal of preventing a zero division error when you try to divide by length of len of luck boost later on. Alright. Alright. The division crashes the code if len luck boost is 0, so the extra if not luck boost safeguards your code from division by 0. Jesus, I need more what's the word? More programming fucking savvy people that is not ChatGPT, Gemini, or Boots to help me out. Fucking get this shit done and understand it. It's still a good program. It's fucking between computer engineering fucking courses and shit. I haven't done Python in like 2 years. Community college, I only did it for 1 semester, and it's just fundamentals, and there's just a whole bunch of reading and shit. Barely even got to do any coding and stuff. And it's just like the really simple shit. Like the introduction goes over it. A whole semester of just like intro and like maybe 1 lesson per. Or maybe more than 1. But yeah, you get my point. It's not enough. And then quickly move on. Alright. And then forget all about it because you're taking other retarded classes that don't have to do with computer science or computer engineering. Fuck my life. Alright. Let's look at the notifications. Mark all as read. Leaderboard. Let's see how I'm doing. Third. There's 25 league members still. Okay. Antonio slightly ahead. Hey, girly. Sit. Sit down. Go ahead. Chill. Chillax. She does a few circles and shit. There you go. Use the pillow. Ah, she's so cute. Anyways, I am position 9 still, and yep, whatever. I just gotta keep going. So after the quiz, there's 7 of them. Oh, I wonder if I could get them all done within one stream. Next time I stream, and then course learn to code in Python will be complete finally. Learn Linux, build a book bot, learn Git, etc., etc. All right. All right, I gotta go catch some Z's. Let me. All right. Let me see if you have any more. So the extra if not boost safeguards your code division. Okay, I read all your comments. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. All right, you guys know what to do. I'm done for. But that's early in the morning. But I'm done. I'll probably be on later on today. Fucking in the afternoon or some shit. Subscribe and follow my 4 channels. I'm live streaming right now on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Kick. All right, Twitch and Kick are mainly just for live streaming. Rumble and YouTube will have the videos in all my series, fucking live streams and shit. And just for those of you that don't know, I'll just show you on my channel. You search for Teleco760. You'll be able to find me on all 4 channels, including Instagram and yada yada. You go to live. Of course, you'll be able to find all my live streams I've done recently. You go to playlist. You go to the sort by, last video added, and you'll find my Boot.Dev backend developer path. I'm going to be putting all the courses in this playlist right here. Alright? It's also in my From Gamer to Engineer live streams. This encompasses other stuff that I'm doing, also like at school, side projects. Yeah, you guys could go ahead and check that out. But Boot.Dev backend developer path is going to have like pretty much all the courses. And then, yeah. If it interests you at all, other than that, I do play a lot of games. So Steam, if you search for Teleco 760 and we play similar games, I play Helldivers 2 a lot. Windrose is gonna be like one of those games that I'm probably gonna be spending a lot of time. I want to get on Windrose. Every time I do, time flies by. I end up being in there for 3 to 4 hours playing Windrose. It's an addicting game. It's better than Ark, I would say, but it's a different game than Ark. All right, but you're pirates. You're not a dinosaur hunter or tamer. Anyways, enough monologuing. That's my YouTube channel right there. And shit, why did I press the Steam app? Close, damn it, close. I'm not trying to play games right now. Alright, that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.